Hey, sorry for being so late on this next video. Life has been busy and strange. As I've mentioned a few times, I've got a baby on the way, due in about a month, and currently my girlfriend is asleep behind me, and I am having issues. Sorry about this. And there we go. Anyway, there. Uh, my video camera is acting strangely today. Anyway, this week's video is on You Are Not a Special Snowflake, and again, I apologize for getting this out so late. I had a work injury about 3 months ago, and I've been probably suffering from post-concussion syndrome ever since. So it's been slowing me down. I took a pipe to the top of my head, and I took a freight elevator door to my forehead. Not fun. I haven't been myself for about 4 months since. So, and it's been slowing me down, ruining my focus, giving me all that energy. So anyway, this week's video, I guess, is You Are Not a Special Snowflake. And what I mean by that is everyone wants to be special and different and unique, and that's just not gonna help us as a community. That is not going to help us be who we need to be. We While we have a disability, while we have issues, they're just issues. They're just problems. And there's many oftentimes people won't be able to understand us and won't be able to help us. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Give you a good example. I had a guy tell me, a friend of mine tell me, that I could not in any way know whether or not he was being a good or bad father because I didn't have any kids of my own yet. But I'm pretty sure that when he told me that, had I had my daughter been born, say at the time was a month old. Let me get this camera adjusted so I'm looking at it. Sorry about that. Had he said that, and my daughter been a month old, he probably would have said, "Well, you don't know because you don't have a teenager." If I had had a teenage daughter, he would have said, "You don't know, oh, you can't know, you can't judge, because you don't have a teenage son." You see, so there's always that element of you cannot judge me, you cannot know me. I am a special snowflake. You're not a special snowflake. You're being a dick. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that I don't do this. I've done this. You'll do this. We all do this. Okay? We just shouldn't think it's justified. Okay? My girlfriend is pregnant. Very, very pregnant. She's not saying she's a special snowflake because she's a woman who's pregnant, and I'll never understand that. We joked that my work injury gave me a unique insight as to what it is to have prego brain, because my brain wasn't working. And she said, so this is post-concussion syndrome. It's like having pregnancy, because we compared notes and we discovered that we had a lot of similarities going on. And so the joke is, geez, at least after the birth, we'll have one person in the house whose brain works. But we aren't talking about you're a special snowflake, I'm a special snowflake. Yeah, you know the thing about snowflakes? They're all unique, and there's millions of them. And so because they're all unique, they're all the same. If that makes any sense. So it means you are not a special snowflake. It means, yeah, you are, but it doesn't matter. So oftentimes I see this, you can't understand me because of this. Well, the moment you say that, it's a cop-out. You're pussying out. Okay? You're saying, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be proven wrong. I don't want to be shown that my position isn't tenable. So I'm going to put these premises out. I'm going to put these presuppositions out, these judgments, these words, what may have you, that basically nullify what you have to say and nullify your ability to judge me and make you less. Because until you're where I am, you can't possibly judge me. Okay? Now, the other thing that says is, once you're where I am, you won't think that. That if give you a good example. If I'd have had a teenage son from the earlier example, he would have not believed me that I made the judgment I did. He would have come up with a different one. Will I have more children? Or will I have a wife who works graveyard? Or will I have this? Or will I have that? He would have added a condition which then separated him from me and then made my judgment of his bad behavior nullified so that he didn't have to face it. And that's what I mean here, is that we all do that. We all create suppositions. We all do things. I mean, I'm not just talking Aspies or NTs. I'm talking humans. We as humans do this. You can't understand me because of this. I could throw out a huge thing. I could say, you can't understand me because I'm an Aspie who's an atheist but was raised as an Ashkenazi Jew whose family is from Russia, and basically anyone who didn't come over here in the early 20th century was eliminated in the pogroms, i.e. mass killings of Jews in Russia. But, well, wait a minute, actually my family might be from Lithuania or Georgia. Still, you can't understand because there were, and I'm a white guy who lives in the desert, and my uncle's a serial killer. True story, I have an uncle by marriage, brother of anyway, a serial killer, not related by blood. And I'm a nerd, and I'm this, and I'm that, and therefore you can't possibly understand me, and you can't judge me, so I don't have to listen to you, because I'm a special snowflake. That's where the bullshit steps in. That's when you gotta go, wait a minute. Now, if you do that, you should say to yourself, excuse me, I just had a special snowflake moment. I'm full of shit. I'll be right back when I'm not full of shit, and we can talk more. Okay? When other people do it, you've got to sort of get it through their head, hey, you're having a special snowflake moment, you're full of shit, and you need a moment, and come back when you're not full of shit. But do it in a nice way, because otherwise they won't listen to you, and they'll think you're an asshole, which pretty much at that point you're being. But, yeah, so yeah, you're not a special snowflake. If you're an Aspie, you're not a special snowflake. If you're high-functioning autistic, you're not a special snowflake. Okay? If you're a veteran who's seen combat, you're not a special snowflake. I had a guy tell me once, well, you can't understand because you're not a veteran. And if you were a veteran, then you wouldn't say the things you're saying. Well, I am a veteran. And I am saying the things I'm saying. I've had some guys recently in the military, currently in the military, tell me that I'm not a veteran because I'm not a veteran the same way they are, or the same way their friends are. See? They're special snowflakes, and I can't understand because they're special snowflakes. And when I said, well, that's not what the VA told me. Well, yeah, but I've seen combat. Well, that's not what combat vets told me. I had combat vets get on me for me not calling myself, thing. Oh, well, they probably just were near bullets. No, I had special forces guys who served during Vietnam tell me to stop not calling myself a vet, to call myself a vet, to stand up and be counted and let my voice be heard because I was a vet in their eyes. And I still held the opinion that the guy who said, if you were a veteran, you wouldn't think this. I thought it, but I was a veteran. And that's what the special snowflake syndrome is about. If you were like me, you wouldn't think the same way you do. The thing it can't handle is, well, what if I am exactly like you? And I do think the way you say I can't. I hold the opinions. I have the perspective that you say I can't if I'm like you. Well, then it breaks down. It's hypocrisy. It's cognitive dissonance. It's many things being hidden under special snowflake syndrome. And I don't know what to do about that. I believe in popping it, but then my girlfriend told me bad idea. But yeah, anyway, so we're getting on towards 10 minutes here, the counter tells me. And I'm just here to tell you that you're not a special snowflake. I'm not a special snowflake. Don't worry, we'll all be like that. It's part of being human. But you watch it, make sure you don't do it. And anyone who knows an Aspie, if you call them on it harshly, be ready for some serious backlash. If you do it with some love and with some respect, You may still get some backlash, but better chance of success. By the way, this goes true for everyone. You call someone harshly, bada bing, backlash. You call someone gently or with love, or both, then yeah. That friend, by the way, I called him on his bullshit. And I stood up and I said, you're better than this. Don't give me this crap. Here's what happens if you continue down the path. Your sons and daughter will suffer. You will be responsible for ruining their lives. You can do better. You are better. You are awesome. I'm friends with you for a reason. I have seen you be awesome. I have seen you hold me up to a higher standard. I have seen you cover my back when shit went in the pot. You're an awesome dude. Start acting like it. This guy was even an Army Ranger. And I said, dude, what happened to that guy that was an Army Ranger? You know, he was an awesome dude. What happened to that guy? Is he changed? Is he gone away? Are you going to tell me that you're not that guy anymore? Because his pride is tied up in being an Army Ranger. So I used his pride to fight his pride. It was ugly. He didn't know what to do. Hopefully it gets him to think. And if it does, then that's great. And by the way, you can't change someone's mind who thinks they're a special snowflake. All you can get them to do is pause and think. Maybe they'll continue being a special snowflake. Maybe they'll get a clue. What are you going to do? Sit on your hands all day and let that stuff happen? Especially when it's you being the snowflake? No. Y'all have a good week, and I look forward to talking to you next time.